Nation, and welcome to a new top 10 video. This year, I'm planning on doing something new and creative. I have higher speed internet, so that gives me opportunities to do videos that are longer in length and not worry about slowing my internet speed down. So this year, I'm returning a tradition that I used to do on the Easy Kate show, where every month we would do a top 10 that would coincide with a movie that was coming out in the month of release. This month we had the movie Mean Girls, which is a remake of the classic Lindsay Lohan film, and that movie is set during high school. So today we are going to be doing the top 10 high school movies. This is a very fun list to come up with, and I'm just going to go 10 through 1, no honorable mentions needed. So let's begin with number 10. So this is number 10 is a movie that I barely consider a high school movie, but I wanted to conclude an animated film. And it's a movie I've talked about a lot on this channel, and that is Your Name. Your Name is a body-swapping Freaky Friday movie. It's an animated movie. The animation is absolutely beautiful. It proves once again why hand-drawn animation should still be used today, because when it's done right, it is done right. And Japanese animation is still on top of the point, even though this isn't Studio Ghibli, it does feel very Studio Ghibli-like. And just the twist and the story, the starstruck, and I mean, everything about Your Name is great. And the movie, both of them are high schoolers, so that's why it counts as a high school movie, in my opinion. At number 9, I'm going with my only superhero movie on the list, and that is Spider-Man Homecoming. This is, I think, the truest Peter Parker Spider-Man movie, because it's set during high school. He's trying to figure out how does he balance being Spider-Man, how does he balance being Peter. Does he really want to be Peter, does he want to be an Avenger and Spider-Man? I also like how they used Tony Stark in this movie, and also it's great to see Michael Keaton. And then the final act takes place at prom. Why not? Cool. I like it. At number 8, I'm going with The Edge of 17. Edge of 17 is a Haley Steinfeld, Woody Harrelson movie. Haley Steinfeld is trying to figure out who she is, and Woody Harrelson is that teacher that bonds with this student. I think this movie's great. It's a movie I haven't seen. I've only seen it probably once or twice, so I don't remember the movie 100%, but I remember loving the movie, and I would definitely want to watch it again. I need to own this movie probably. So yeah, Edge of 17, I definitely include this one. At number 7, I'm going with Mean Girls. The reason I'm doing this list, but the original Mean Girls is such a good movie. Lindsay Lohan's probably defining movie, made that or Parent Trap. But I really like what they do. I think the movie does a really good job of capturing cliques and how people kind of split off with each other. I think that was a very interesting thing they did in this movie. So yeah, and also Rachel McAdams, I think she's very good in the film as well. So yeah, Mean Girls definitely deserves a spot on the high school list. So at number 6 is 21 Jump Street. This is really, I guess, sequel to the original series, which I've never watched, with Johnny Depp. But this one, Jonah Hill, Jason Tatum, they go into undercover at high school to try to figure out some drugs. It takes place in a high school. The action's awesome. It's also got young Brie Larson before she was really a big star. And I think she's great in the movie. Also, but Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill's chemistry in this movie is what makes the movie great. And even the sequel's good. But 21 Jump Street, worthy on this list. At number 5, I'm going with Coda. This is a movie that won Best Picture at the Oscars a few years ago. It's a movie I actually just recently rewatched. And yes, there's because the girl, she's trying to figure out her plays. She knows she's probably going to be stuck with her living with her deaf parents, because they really don't have an avenue without her. And I really like the relationship she builds with her teacher as she tries to get into this music art school and everything. So yeah, Coda's great. I mean, the movie is just, I've seen it twice and just recently rewatched it. So yeah, Coda definitely deserves to be on this list. So my number 4 is Scream. Scream is probably one of my favorite true horror movies, and I think the movie's great because the movie does take place in high school. It deals with a killer. It's one of the classmates. Don't want to give any more else away about the movie, but I love how it pays homage to other horror slasher films like Psycho and Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street, all those horror movies that people are so fond of. So yeah, Scream, definitely one of my favorite slashers, but it's also a pretty decent high school flick. My number 3 is these. Now these movies, even like the top 4 movies, were all movies that were in my top 100 movies. So my number 3 is The Breakfast Club. I think The Breakfast Club is such an iconic movie, John Hughes iconic film, and I love how this movie just is. It makes people like, you're not just a jock, you're just not an idiot, you're just not a nerd, you're all these different. You're not just a popular girl. There's more to the person than just what they've seen on the outside. And so how these characters all seem to get together and you learn more about them, I think is really what makes the movie great. So yeah, I really like The Breakfast Club. I think it's a really good movie. My number 2 is Dead Poets Society. Dead Poets Society is a movie that when I watch it, I cry. And Robin Williams plays an experimental teacher. You have a young Ethan Hawke in this movie. I mean, this movie has everything. I mean, yeah, when they go, "Oh, Captain, my Captain," at the end of the movie. If you don't just cry or get heartfelt at all, there's something wrong with you, because Dead Poets Society is so good. It's such a good movie. It's hard not to talk about it. That's a movie I probably need to do a classic movie review one day on. And my number 1 high school movie is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I think Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which is kind of funny that I'm wearing a Deadpool shirt to commemorate Ferris Bueller. But, you know, he breaks the fourth wall. He just wants a day off. It's the last time he's going to have a day off before high school is over. But it's really more about Cameron and I love how iconic this movie is. I mean, say Ferris, everything about the movie is just great. The run-in at the end to get back home before his sister gets there. The Ferrari scene, the music, the parade scene, the art museum. I think, and then like just the movie is it's just so quotable, and it's like sometimes you just gotta take a day off. I mean, it's just what you gotta do. So yeah, guys, that is my top 10 high school movies. This was a very fun list to do. I'm looking forward to doing more of these. And so yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. So guys, what's your favorite high school movie of all time? Or are you going to go see the new Mean Girls movie coming out? Whatever they are, comment below, let me know. And guys, if you like this video, subscribe to see more, and tell your friends about Easton Nation. All too easy.